One of the things I enjoy on this channel is getting the chance to talk about new decks, perceive new ideas, and as we are still kind of bouncing around, hoping for a new format, or we've gotten a new format by this point, and people are looking to crazy ideas, this is what we're going to be doing with our lives. We're looking at Blue Eyes White Dragon Turbo. That's why Trent returns yet again with some Zark shit. So we're going to be looking at a relatively interesting build from Trent. I was testing Celestial Observatory in Blue Eyes. Now, I'm still not exactly sure what we're trying to do here. I've also got his deck list in this video afterwards, so you guys can see that and feel free to roasty. But he's using the Observatory to return the level 6 Bad Dev Ritual back to the deck. Quite the interesting hand here, honestly. Now, Blue Eyes is a going second deck. His opponent is playing Fire Kings. I remember the last time I saw Fire Kings in this day and age, but yeah. It's definitely an interesting time to be alive. So we got, what, this thing's 1900 because it's a Beast Warrior. Tenki activating across table, searching for Coach King, a Wolf Bark Man. Oh, man. Only this deck was actually better. So, opponent is doing little things over there. Draw Power Fire King Island, destroying Avatar to search for a Garunix. Is that it? Sacred Phoenix doing its trigger on the standby. So next standby this does get to recur itself, but yeah. So we've drawn Miracle Synchro Fusion. Ooh. Interesting. So trade in for dun 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 the bad Blue Eyes. Draw and a draw. Oh hey, look, it's Incantation Guy. So interesting fun fact here. Observatory with this is kinda cute. So he's going to make an attempt to Tasmandarala with the Chaos Max, trying to see if his opponent's got a hand trap. His opponent is going to negate with, what is it, Avatar, or Aravata? Yeah. So, Talismandra, moving on along with our day here. So we did get negation. We're going to Celestial Observatory now. Top decked Manju off of that too. God. Chaos form bringing out a Chaos Max. So we have this loaded up for next turn. If we can get to the, what is it, the ritual spell we need for this. But I mean, we got Chaos Max on the field. I'm not expecting our opponent to be able to beat this by any stretch of the imagination. And if they do, they're just better than us. Manju getting in some poke damage over there. So Sacred Phoenix coming back with a Garunix. Garunix going to be like XD RAR. So Wolfbark, hello Wolfbark. Wolfbark going to attempt to revive, going into lightning package. Bada bing, bada boom. That's how you beat a Chaos Max. 5 cards, just dedication. Zaborg here. Kandal. Man, this guy's pretty good. Like, just these top decks here. Tribute summon for the Mega Zaborg. Alright. So Mega Zaborg, tribute summon this card by tributing 1 monster. If this card is tribute summoned, target 1 monster on the field, destroy it. If that monster was a light monster, both players send as many cards as possible from their extra to the graveyard, but not more than the original level or rank of the destroyed monster. So basically over here, you're going to force your opponent to ditch off 8 cards from their extra deck. Meanwhile, you see everything that we're dropping over here. Now, there was like one slight change from this list that I have, and it was just the dragons that he's using in his extra deck, trying to be cool and things like that. So ARA coming on the clutch here. Man, can we just BM our opponent? ARA, giving birth to a Chaos Max, Chaos form for this, and then Miracle Synchro Fusion, just for the full BM. Look, 4 dragons. And as we just attack our opponent for infinite amounts of damage. So, that's all we got. They end up leaving after this. So, onwards and upwards to his list. So after a couple of more games of testing, this is what we've settled on, that he sent over and was like, hey Robbie, check this out. Some more fun Blue Eye stuff. So, his deck revolves around the concept of Zaborg the Mega Monarch being able to take advantage of the tribute stuff and then being able to pop itself. You get access to your Light Fusion, Pendulum, Heliopolis, Star Eater. You can kind of adjust however you want. If you want better cards, you can get into like the Blue Eyes Fusion. You can have access to. This deck it's one interesting theory after another. I'm not gonna lie to you. The inclusion of Creature Swap, I don't know how I feel about this, but to be honest with you, I think you kind of need something to take over your opponent's monster, give them something bad. So anyway, this is the current build that Trent Pasito has sent in. So we have triple Ash Blossoms, very, very standardized. Need some sort of hand trappage in this deck. One copy of Alternative. I know a lot of people are going to have different opinions on this. Alternative's restriction to once per turn kind of sucks. At most, I would probably want to consider 2 of this, in my opinion. You can go to 41 cards, I think, and not really feel too bad about it. Or adjust a ratio somewhere else. But one does get you by on the narrow, in my opinion. And then we have 1, 2, 3 Incantation Candle. Searching is pretty goddamn good. Same thing with Tasmandra. Like, this is probably the best ritual support we've had in a very long time. So I don't see any issue with playing these cards. You gotta remember, your deck does 2 things. Your Chaos Max Turbo, and you still want to shit on your opponent with Zark. We have triple copies of Manju. Normal Summon Search is pretty good. Triple copies of Zoborg the Mega Monarch. Once again, this is just kind of part of your generalized combo. Your deck doesn't have to do this, but if you resolve this, you can pop 3 cards on the field, and you can effectively, like, search 3. You can load up for Zark. This card is actually a pretty big powerhouse if you actually resolve it. Just generalized combo extenders and things like this. I mean, a lot of dedication and things, but once this goes, baby, it don't stop. Then we have triple Chaos Max. I think 3 is absolutely fine in this deck. Considering how much you're going to be searching this and how much you're going to want other level 8s to be kind of floating into your hand, this is absolutely fine. So there's that. Then just 3 copies of Blue Eyes White Dragon. Normal monsters are bad, but it's not like we don't have access to gearing them. 2 copies of ARA, dumping a Blue Eyes from the deck to summon a Chaos Max. Also, this acts as another ritual spell that you can have access to for your incantations. I think it's kind of important that people realize that these cards do a lot in your deck. Then we have triple copies of Called by the Grave. And then this deck is playing 2 copies of Celestial Observatory. I think this card is shit. I'm not going to lie to you. But in a deck where you can dead draw Talismandra when you have a Candle online, you are playing a card for another card, which can be bad, but it is still a draw card at the end of the day. You can change this up however you want to. If you want to drop out the Observatories and test something else, that's fine, but I don't see any issue with this whatsoever. Other than I'm going to feel like I'm dead drawing it 95% of the time. We have 2 copies of Chaos Form, additional ritual summon support. Like I said, 2 copies of Creature Swap, just to kind of make sure that we can disrupt our opponent and it's not targeting, so that's good. 1 Miracle Synchro Fusion, just win cons. Like, we're never gonna, like, pull this off as much as I want to. But yeah, if this card is Slash Summon, destroy all cards your opponent controls. Cannot be destroyed by your opponent's card effects. Your opponent cannot target this card with card effects. And then when this card on the field destroys opponent's monster by battle, you can Slash Summon one Supreme King monster from your deck or extra deck. And if this card in the if this card in the monster zone is destroyed by battle card effect, you just drop this in your pendulum scale. We don't really care about that, but whatever. And then we have triple Melody, triple trade-in. Yeah, cards with cost. The extra deck down here, we have 1 Hope Harbinger, 1 Heliopolis, 1 Star Eater, 2 Omega, triple Herald, 2 Zark, 1 Camouflagia, triple Nistis, and 1 Dragon Master Knight. Side deck is going to be up to you. This is just kind of like the filler that we have at the moment. Just adjust as you need to for your own localized meta. We have 3 Droll, 3 Gamma Seal, triple Twin Twister, triple Evenly, and triple Goes to Match. Like I said, whether or not we get a list or not, or have a new list, adjust the side deck as you need to. It's probably the most verifiably able thing to be changed out of this deck, honestly. But the main deck's looking pretty standard. So, fun little concept. Once again, just solidifying that Zoborg the Mega Monarch is a powerhouse in its own right. I mean, shaving off 8 cards from your opponent's extra deck for no fucking reason seems absolutely fair. Am I right? Or am I right? So guys, thank you, Trent Pasito, for sending this in. I definitely think that the deck is very, very awesome. Sorry it wasn't much of a replay, but I mean, people still like to see Fire Kings in the year 2018. Alright guys, I'm out. Peace. The ride never ends, guys. Make sure you enable those notifications to get the latest videos that are being posted on this channel. Make sure you guys check out VanCole40 for my Cardfight Vanguard channel. And join me and House of Champions on the Zodiac Duelist TV Twitch stream. We'll be interacting with our audiences. And please check out No Limit Gaming and LGTCG.com for the cheapest trading cards on the market. Thanks for watching, guys, and please have a good day.